Hello my friends and welcome to this new episode of Self-Development. Today we're going to find out the most powerful negotiation tool, because everything in life is a negotiation, and with that tool you will get better deals in all aspects of your life. And we're going to find out how the founder of McDonald's, Ray Kroc, negotiates like a champion. Let's dive in. Before getting started, please hit the subscribe button down there to never miss a new episode and activate the notification bell to increase your wealth of mind every single week. And also, make sure to check out our website, oakwealthbuilder.com. Everything in life is a negotiation, whether that is friendship, romantic relationships, work, college, business, and many other things. Every interaction we have with another person is an agreement, and the terms of this agreement are what we negotiate. Not convinced? Well, think about this. Think about romantic relationships, for example. It is an agreement between two people to be exclusive when it comes to romantic feelings and romantic actions. Or friendship, it is an agreement between two people or more to spend time together and reciprocating interest in each other. As you can see, those are agreements, even if there is no contract or anything like this. And without you realizing it, there is a negotiation before those agreements. Going to college is a negotiation where you agree to learn a bunch of concepts, pass a bunch of exams, and at the end receive a diploma that will give you access to better paid and more exclusive jobs. And even going to the grocery store, it is a negotiation where you agree to buy the products offered by the grocery store at the price they set. And if you don't like it, you're free to go to another store. All that goes to show you that everything in life is a negotiation, and the quality of your life is in direct proportion of the quality of the deals you make during these negotiations. If you make bad deals when it comes to your job, if you make bad deals when it comes to your personal relationships, if you make bad deals when it comes to business, well, your life is gonna suck. That is why negotiation skills are so important. Negotiation skills are not reserved to businessmen only. Everybody should have some concepts when it comes to negotiation skills, because you are making deals every single day, even if you're not aware of this. And today we're going to talk about the most powerful negotiation technique, which is walk away and mean it. Yes, you heard me right. The most powerful negotiation technique is to walk away and mean it. Because when you're in the middle of a negotiation and what you're offered, the terms of the deal that you're offered are not satisfactory to you, you should never settle for less than what you want. Never. Walk away and mean it, because having no deal is much better than having a mediocre or bad deal. But don't get me wrong. When you're negotiating, you need to give. You need to make concessions. You can't have everything you want. José Mujica, the former president of Uruguay, a very polarizing and mediatic person, once famously said that negotiating is making concessions. And he is right, that is true. But many people misunderstand that statement about making concessions, and they think that they should settle for agreements they don't like, agreements that are not satisfactory to them. You should not do that. You should be open to make concessions, of course, but that does not mean that you accept whatever comes to you or settle down. When you're in the middle of a negotiation and the other party makes you an offer that is not satisfactory to you, and the other party is unwilling or unable to make you a better offer, well, the only thing you can do is to walk away and mean it. Because remember, the strongest negotiating position is being able to walk away and mean it. There is a book out there called Grinding It Out that is a biography of Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's. And in this book, it is very interesting because you see a very good example of a negotiation going sideways, and Ray Kroc successfully uses the walk away and mean it technique. During the Great Depression in the United States, Ray Kroc was a young salesman, and he sold paper cups to restaurants, drive-ins, takeaways, and so on. And his boss wanted to cut his salary, and something very interesting happened. It happened this way. Good morning, Ray. Yes, boss? Well, you know that our country is going through very difficult times, and in our company, we really appreciate your work. We really appreciate your production. You are a top salesman. Yes, I know. As a consequence of the dire economy, I have to cut your salary by 10%. I have to do this with everybody. This is not personal. I'm sorry, but I will not accept that. Ray, you have no alternative. The hell I don't have an alternative, because you know what? I'm quitting. I'm giving 2 weeks notice right now. And if you wanted to leave today, I will leave right now. You're quitting your job in a depression? Are you crazy? So there you see, he didn't beg. He was not there like, oh please boss, don't cut my wage please. And he didn't try to use any kind of weird technique either to try to change his boss's mind. He just walked away and meant it. And it was not a bluff. He was really ready to quit. During several days, he left the house at the same hour as usual, just like nothing happened, because he didn't tell anything to his wife. What a secretive guy. Ray Kroc was looking for another job, and approximately 1 week later, his boss called him. He wanted to talk with him, and the following thing happened. Hello? Ray, where have you been all these days? I told you, I was looking for another job. I was serious when I said I was quitting. Come on, Ray. This is just a temporary cut until business gets better. I will not accept a pay cut, no matter what you say. Alright, Ray. Go back to work like nothing happened, okay? I will see what I can do for you. And guess what? The boss didn't cut the salary of Ray Kroc. Ray Kroc was the strongest negotiating position because he was willing and able to walk away and mean it. The boss first thought it was a bluff, but when he realized it wasn't, he reconsidered and finally gave in. Ray Kroc won the negotiation. Does that mean that you should quit your job like Ray Kroc when your boss doesn't want to give you a raise? No. But what you can do is start looking for another job behind the doors. And when you're sure you're going to get hired somewhere else, you can tell your boss, hey, you either give me what I want or I'm out. If your boss doesn't give you what you want, well, you walk away. But remember, walking away is not a bluff. It is not a technique either. You genuinely leave the negotiation table, because if you walk away as a bluff and then you come back, you're dead. If you pretend to leave and then you come back on your word, it is a huge sign of weakness, and the other party knows that they can do whatever they want with you because you just gave them all the leverage, you just gave them all the power. To be successful at walking away, you need an abundance mindset, like I mentioned in another video. Otherwise, without an abundance mindset, it is very difficult to walk away from bad deals. With Ray Kroc, it was a professional example, but you can also apply this principle in your personal life. What happens very often with young guys is that they're interested by a girl, and then the girl tells them, hey, no, let's just be friends. In other words, they are friend-zoned. And most of the guys accept it, even if they are not satisfied with this. And that is a huge mistake. You should never settle down for less than what you want. In that case, you should never settle down for a friendship when you actually want more. The only thing to do in that case is to walk away and mean it. After you walked away and meant it, and you did it for real, maybe she will come back on her decision because she sees that you're the strongest negotiating position. And if she doesn't come back on her decision, well, that's okay too. Next, move on. What do you think is the better option? To stay friends with somebody you're interested and never getting what you want, or walking away and getting what you want but with somebody else? Think about it. Again, the abundance mindset will help you tremendously. Let's see very quickly what another famous negotiator has to say about this topic. And this negotiator is none other than Donald J. Trump. And yes, I know what some of you will think. You will think, are you crazy to mention Trump in a self-development video? And think about this. You can learn from absolutely anybody, whether you like them, love them, or hate them. You have to give him credit. He is a good negotiator. Try to keep an open mind and learn a few things from him. In his very famous book, The Art of the Deal, there is a chapter called The Element of the Deal. And let's see what he has to say about walking away. Use your leverage. The worst thing you can possibly do in a deal is seem desperate to make it. That makes the other guy smell blood, and then you're dead. The best thing you can do is deal from strength, and leverage is the biggest strength you have. So there you see, the worst thing you can do is seem desperate to make a deal. And when you walk away and mean it, you send a very strong signal that you are everything but desperate to make a deal. That's it for this video about walking away and mean it. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something from it, learned something about negotiation. And if there is a topic you want me to cover in a future video, you can shoot me an email to the address that is in the description below. And I will see you very soon for our next video. In the meantime, take care.